Hello everyone, it's Dave here from Band of Badgers, and this What's in the Box, we have another request. We got a request from Diablo Salazar, who wanted to know about the cleric. Well, we actually have, we have two clerics and one paladin. So I kind of put them all together. We call them the Holy Warriors. You can see one over here. This is the Elf Paladin, just on the side. We didn't get that one. What we got was these. We have a human cleric, a Dragonborn paladin, and a Dwarven cleric. So I think we're going to have a look at all of them. We're going to open all of them as well. But I think just initially looking at them, I think this one is probably my favourite. So we're going to have a look at that one first, I think. But yeah, let's start with the Dragonborn. Something a little bit different. Right, let's get those off to the side. Let's kind of zoom in a little bit. Let's get a little bit closer. Here we go. Let's have a proper look at this thing. Okay, so this is our standard box. Now, if you haven't already, do check out our playlist. It should be up in the link just up there. We have a whole selection of these kind of Hero Frameworks minis. These are the Dungeons and Dragons Frameworks minis from Wizkids. Now, these are all sprue-based models. You have to click them off, glue them together, prime them, then you can paint them. But these are much, much smaller. And these are the smallest price point that they have on this new line, which launches in March 2022, which is now, this month, as I'm recording this. But there's international shipping problems. So who knows when we actually might see these. Where's my pointy stick? Now, actually, have a look at this. This is the front cover of this particular item. I mean, look at this. This looks amazing. And I have never seen a Dragonborn with a helm before. So it's kind of really nice to see that. I actually like the color scheme as well. This red and gold motif. Now, that's pretty cool. Now, the great thing about these frameworks is that they have some options for you to make. So they are models. But as you can see here, let's zoom in a little bit more if we can. You get some options. So here we have two different heads. You can have the one with a dragon helm, or you can have just a smiley dragonborn face. He looks kind of happy. We've also got a two-handed sword, which you can use, or you can have a single sword. It looks like it's a flaming sword on this one, or the right hand. Rather than right hand, you can use a shield. Now, these shields are quite nice. You have three different kind of holy symbols that you can put onto the front. I actually have, with our friends over at Gallant Goblin, check them out if you don't already know who they are. You'll find them on YouTube. We run a Storm King's Thunder group. And in that, I play a white Dragonborn Eldritch Knight. So he uses this kind of armor. He's very good at doing that, but he has a sword that he can summon. He has his big shield. So I think that I'm going to have this as I'm going to paint this as my Dragonborn. He's called Kingsman, which I think is absolutely brilliant. Then we have a cape option as well. Did we have a cape on here? Oh yeah, we did. So here we go. There's the kind of the cape or the tattered cape. There it is there. So it does stick out, and you've got probably like a bedroll kind of thing. But all of that looks really, really nice. Really, really like the look of that. Let me zoom out again, just a little bit so you can see. Right, so let's have a look inside. We're gonna rip these. Oh, I won't rip them open. I'll use my scissors. There we go. And inside, we have the usual. There's the empty box. We have a little bag of bits. This is a single frame. So this is probably, I'd imagine this is one of the cheapest, or the cheapest range from the frameworks. They range from $9.99 all the way to $99.99. Now that's in dollars. Don't yet know what the price is going to be like in the UK. But consumer is always right. If there's a market for these, that's how it's going to go. I mean, look at that. That's quite nice. Okay, so we've got a clear base, which we know. We have this flame effect, which is on the translucent plastic. So I'm assuming that... Oh, that's the sword blade, isn't it? Of course it is. So that's quite nice. We have the IKEA instructions, and then we have the base. Now let's have a proper look at this. Here we go. Look at the detail here, look. Look at that. I mean, that is incredible looking. Look, you've got the rivets on the armor. All the way across. So you've got a bit of flash material. You've got this armor, padded armor. Or scale armor. That's really nice. And these are deep. They're quite... Again, I'm not sure if you can hear that. Scratching my nail across it. But that's deep. If you was... I mean, not that I know much about painting. But if you were painting that and then put a wash, that would really sink into that. That would be gorgeous. I mean, look at that backpack. Look at that. You can see the buckles on there. Is that the rope? I think that's supposed to be rope there. That's really nice. Where's the... let's see if we can find the happy Dragonborn head. There we go. There he is. Got a little smile. I like that. That's nice. What else have we got? So there's the Dragonborn helm. You can just see the light picking up that detail look. I mean, if you had a steady hand and you wanted to kind of paint this, you could really go to town on this one. There's so much detail. Okay, so we've got a sword. These are the holy symbols. My Dragonborn from the Stalking Thunder is he's a worshipper of Bahamut, the Platinum Dragon, and he is a Eldritch Knight, which is, if you don't know what they are, check them out. They're in the player's handbook. I like it. They're a bit, for me, they have a certain amount of magic, and they are fighters, front fighters. They're kind of like, I'm a big fan of rangers, mainly because they can attack and they can have a little bit of magic. And when Eldritch Knight came along, it reminded me of a kind of Jedi, a Jedi Knight. So a knight in shining armor, but has been blessed with a little bit of magic. And I kind of like that. This one is supposed to be a paladin, but it doesn't matter what they are. You can just make them, as long as you like the model, you can make them whatever you want them to be. But I'm going to make mine, my Eldritch Knight. Okay, so the simple instructions. Everything that we've seen before, if you've seen our other videos. If you haven't, do go check them out. I hope you enjoy them. And here you can see how you affix one of the holy symbols. Yeah, I suppose you could do more than one. But the idea is you just fix one to the shield. What else have we got? So this is the helm. That's a double-handed sword. There's the sword and shield. My only issue, and here's a thing that might be a thing or not, is left or right-handed. Now this one is a left-handed sword and a right-handed shield. In the big thing, it doesn't matter. But maybe it does. Maybe it wants to. And you've got some extra options. So you've got an extra sword and a backpack. So they haven't shown you that they can attach to that. So I wonder if it can. Maybe if you don't want the cloak, you can put the backpack on. Keep it nice and sleek. I like the cloak. That kind of floating in the wind. I like that. And nothing on the back. So that is our Dragonborn mini. Let's just quickly grab. Grabbly. There you go. New word. Put those back in there. Now. So that is the Dragonborn. Again. Priced at $9.99, I think. We'll have to check the prices. It could be $14.99, but I think the starting price is $9.99. Now, next up. Okay, we have the human cleric or the Dwarven cleric. Let's try the Dwarven cleric. Let's go with that one. So here we have a female Dwarven cleric. Look, I mean, you can already imagine the amount of detail that's going to go on this. And I like the fact that the armor isn't kind of silver. There's a kind of green tinge to it on here. I kind of like that. And this big kind of shiny ball thing. Is it a gem? Is it a giant pearl? You've got the gauntlets. You've got the book. And this huge mace. I mean, that is going to crush some skeleton heads, isn't it? Or zombies. You want to be like a holy warrior against the undead. You can see a backpack. You can see some buckles. Not sure what this is. That could be like a Maybe that's a bedroll or something. But look at these boots. Absolutely stunning. And you can imagine just painting these hair braids. Look. That the detail on there is going to be amazing. So, oh wow, this one has 4 heads. So let's have a look at this. Let's see if I can zoom in for you. This one's another happy one. So we have the moody face, and we have the happy face. We have the moody face in a helm, and we have the happy face, in a helm. And I've also just noticed, look, beer. That's a good one. I would probably go. I don't know. I would probably go with a shield. I think shield and mace. I do like the idea of the beer though. I do like that. So we've got this bit. We've got this. Looks like a shield hand. Maybe that must click into here somewhere. 2 shield options. Now this one's different. So the last one, that dragon. Let's get it back. The Dragonborn option. Don't know if I'll be able to zoom out a little bit more. So the Dragonborn, you could choose the plate to go onto your shield, but this one you get 2 shields. So this one, it doesn't look like you get a choice on that one. I wonder what the decisions were behind that. That's quite interesting. You get a book that's been strapped up, and you get some extra bits and pieces. That looks like some kind of pauldron, maybe armor for your arm, and a big backpack. Not sure what that is. Might have to have a closer look when we open it up. And 2 mace options. Now I kind of like this kind of hammer mace, just because it's got a rune on there with some markings. But I'm a big fan of this. I mean, that's going to hurt. This, and I think a shield, is going to be fantastic. I do like that. Okay, so let's have a look at this one. I get my scissors. I'll have a look inside. There we go. And again, it's a single bag. These are all single frames. Probably a hell of a lot easier putting them together than some of the big ones that you've seen. Again, if you haven't seen, with your big ones, I mean, look, if you look over here, the Balor. I mean, that's $100 right there. If you think this is $10, that's $100. It's much, much bigger, much more complicated. Not exactly complicated, it's just, you know, it just takes more time to piece together, I guess. And what do we got here? Okay, so here's another good thing. These minis, these sprue minis, the body is all one piece. It's a solid piece. Okay, so you don't have to put the front and the back together like some of the larger ones. But that's really nice. Again, look at that. The light is just picking up how deep some of that is going. How detailed that is. There's the flagon. Always good. Looks like you got... It could be another beer. Could be another option. What else we got? There's the mace. This is the base. So you can have a base to stand on. They all come with a base, as well as the clear base. But I wonder, you could do that, but that kind of defeats the point. I wonder if you could just put the legs. Where's the legs? There's the legs. Directly onto that. There's definitely space to do it if you wanted to. I would say have a play. They're your minis. You do with it what you like. I like this kind of anvil, but I like that this one's bigger. Some nice. There's the hammer. You can see we've got some shaping on there. We've got the book, the legs. Let's see if we can see that cheeky. There we go. Look at the cheeky grin. Oh wow! You can actually put. Are they braids? I think these are different style braids, maybe. Or is it? Oh, because they're braided. You only get a single braid on their head mini. So you get one braid and then you got to put the other one on. Okay, gotcha. But, yep, I like the look of that one. There we go. Okay, so that... Oh, let's have a look at the instructions as well. Just so you can see. So, torso fits to the legs. Then we have the cape. And then you've got the kind of the extras that go on the hip. That's fine. Choose the head. Well, you've got 3 options here. Look. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay, so that's showing you how to fit the braids. Then what we got? We got a spellbook and the big mace. We have a shield and the hammer mace. We have the flagon of ale and the big mace. There you go. So there's some options there. And then you've got some extra bits. Looks like we've got a small pack, an extra book, or a big backpack. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything on the back. Nope. There we go. Very, very nice. Always impressed. Well done, Wizkids, for continuing to make excellent products. I'm always impressed. Now, okay, last one. Here we go. So we've seen the Dragonborn paladin. We've seen the Dwarven cleric. Let's look at the human cleric. Now I've actually played a Dwarven cleric in our Eberron campaign that we did a pre-pandemic. You can find it on YouTube. It's very different. We did it around the table when we were just kind of learning how we would record our games, and we did an Eberron campaign with a Dwarven cleric. And while jumping off a steam train, as you do, to safety, my leg got blown off. So I had to sort that out at some point. I love the look of this mini. I mean, I don't know how well this will zoom in. Look at those chain links. That looks so intricate. And, you know, if you have a polished steel look, like we've got two different metal colors here. We've got like a silver and maybe a steel. You want a really bright, clean mini. That would look awesome. I love the bandages too on the wrists. It's like they haven't bothered to put gauntlets on, and it just makes it look so more effective. I love the design, the concept art for these things. I think they are amazing. And then you got this kind of chain morning star, which is almost acting like a sensor. Again, holy smite there. And I love they got weighted. I don't know what these things are called, but they're weighted on the ends, just kind of swinging. You got a bottle, and of course, some kind of magic powers going on. Not sure if that's supposed to be a specific, but bless, heal, who knows? Turn undead, maybe you decide. And I love the fact that this one has a hood, not just the two colours. That's great. But you can just see his face. You just see like the detail of the chin sticking out. So on the back, we have quite a lot of variants. And again, something different with the shield look. So here we have two different heads. I do like that, but I prefer the bald head. I want to see my character's face, but I really do like that. Magic effect or no magic effect? I'm torn. I'm definitely torn. I love this, the chained morning star. I'm torn, undecided. We've got the one magic effect, or you can have just a hand. You don't have to attach the magic effect, so that is optional. We have a magic book. That's all belted up there. Now this is interesting. So this is actually a backpack. So this is something that can put it on here. It is here. If you can just see like this wood piece behind his head and just down here. What it is your own portable holy shrine. And you can see they've got candles on there. That's really interesting. It's a great idea. I don't think I would use that. So if the back is solid, I wouldn't use it. If you have to put something on, I would. Then again, maybe the shield goes on there. But I think here, that is a hand to grip the shield. Now, we saw on the different boxes. So this is the dwarf. This is the paladin. So on the dwarven one, you had two shields. On the paladin one, you could have these kind of face plates. But on this one, they've done specific shapes. Look, if you have a look at this. So you've got the like a Y shape on the shield, and they've provided you with a Y shape with the with an extra thing, with an extra symbol on. I love the battle scars. They look really nice. I don't like minis which are too clean. I do like a bit of like they've seen combat. But that is a really nice option. So let's have a look inside. I want to see how detailed this thing really is. I think this is one that I'm going to build and paint. I think it has to be done. So once again, we have our clear base. We have our IQ instructions. We have, oh, I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. The so what I thought was the like a portable holy altar or something to take with you is translucent, and that one's it. And translucent plastic is great with inks. Check out our brush off show because we've been learning how to use inks rather than just paint. So it's great. Okay, let's have a look at the detail. Let's get it the right way around first. Here we go. First off, we're straight into the body. Look at that. That just looks. You can even see the links on that chainmail. They really have stood out. Again, can't really get to them, but I'm doing a scratch test, and they're rough. So paint is really going to seep into those. But I love that. What's on the back? The back is clear, which is great. That means I don't have to put the backpack on. We all know our characters have backpacks and equipment bags, but it doesn't always look that good when you put your minis on the table. My personal opinion. Okay, there's your kind of extra floor. There's our shield. Shield is a nice size. I mean, look at that in comparison to the body. That is huge. And that is surprisingly solid. That is really nice. Okay, what else we got? Here's our shield faceplates. You can see those battle scars as it catches the light. You can see that. This one has dents. These ones has like gashes. We have a backpack. That definitely looks like rope. We have a hammer, a spare weapon maybe. We have a small backpack. This is the backpack that sits underneath the altar. But maybe you could have that just hanging off your hip. That could be interesting. That could be doable. There's the two heads. Let's see if we can get some definition on them. It's going to be hard. It's hard picking it up. Look, it's struggling to get the definition, but I can say, there we go. You can see his nose, just his brow. It's definitely got definition. And this one, that one looks great, doesn't it? And you can see on the cover artwork, remember it was purple cloak, and it had like a silver lining. That one has a central one. That is so nice. You got some extra shapes here, so they can go somewhere. And on the bottom, we have, there's the sensor, or what I'm now calling a sensor, with an open palm for the casting of magic, and the hammer, and the one that would attach to the shield. I'm assuming that is, because that's what we've seen before. There we go. Instructions. Whole body. Because he's got his feet. Look. There's his feet. So the whole body, plonk him down onto the base. Okay, so we've got backpack. Oh, there you go. So the small ones you can put onto the altar. That makes sense. We've got two different head options. We've got the weapon and the magic. You've got something down here, the extra kind of pouches and things. Could be the book. Or you could have a normal weapon and the shield. I mean, it's a cleric. So like you can just see the artwork on the elf paladin just to the side there. I like having the magic. I think I will go magic and a weapon. And I think because you've got that kind of magic effect or that smoke effect, I think I'm going to go magic and the mace. I do like the shield. I mean, look at that. That's a cleric you don't want to mess with. But I just, you know, the idea of destroy undead, that's what I like. I do definitely like the look of that. Okay, so there you have it. Those are all 3 of what I'm calling, that's not an official term, I'm calling it the Holy Warriors. Because that's the 3 that I had in the pack that Wizkids sent over. Thank you very much, Wizkids. We haven't finished with them yet. We will be building these and painting these. Some people have already done that, so do search around on YouTube. Keep looking around. But if you like these videos, do let us know in the comments below, that way. Don't know why I'm doing that way. But yeah, do let us know in the comments below. Like, share, and please share these around with people. If you can subscribe to it, that's great. It helps us out more than you know. But if you can share this and let other people know about our videos, we're trying something a little bit new, a little bit different. Yeah, and once we get, hopefully, you'll get your hands on these soon. When you do, let us know. Share them. We're on Twitter. We're also on Discord. You can find us on Instagram. Do find us and share your miniature building and painting. Remember, you have to build these, glue them together, prime them, paint them, and then take photos and send it to us. We would love to see them all. Until next time, stay safe, everybody. Be good. Bye bye.